Stop.
That is
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nerds Talking Movie Special! We made it, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally here. Yay!
You didn't explode.
Oh, God.
How do you know? I mean, something exploded.
6 years, Brony TV has been a thing, I believe, if I'm correct.
about 5 or 6, yeah.
5 or
something like
6,
that.
give or take. And it's all thanks to you guys, the fans, of course. We did this morning, but we're going to do it for our night people that are just joining us tonight. Basically, it's all because of you guys. We would not be here today if it weren't for you guys. And just a quick little thank you. Thank you for that. Give them a hand, guys.
Oh.
I would clap it. I'm gonna push the top.
I only need one hand.
You can't push the
So
top.
now-
You only
Like
need
that.
one hand to clap. Learn how to clap.
No. No.
How long have we been doing Nurse Talking?
Nerds Talking itself about 2 years, unless you count it as Twitchy After Dark, which has been about 4 to 5-ish.
Did we do that for 3?
We did it. We started it
Season
season
3.
3. We started we started Twitchy After Dark, which was the original name, back in season 3, and we've been doing it just about ever since, except for last season, which doesn't count.
Right. But
Actually, no, that's a lie. We did it the first few episodes of last.
Yeah, we did the first few episodes.
So
of last
we
season.
didn't get through season 6 at all.
We never finished season 6, but
Did we do-
we started season 6.
But we did season 5?
We did season 5.
Okay. And then we're
Yes.
doing season 7 right now.
Yes, we are in the middle of season 7.
But
Except
today-
for right now, which we're doing our
Which takes
season...
place in the land of season 5, which is when this movie was created.
Yes, this is pre-Starlight wrecking shit for Chrysalis.
Oh.
I mean, it's technically not.
it technically is.
We'll get into that a little bit later.
Did we see
what it
Starlight?
is.
At all? in
Yeah,
the
we
show?
did.
We did,
It's
and we'll
cameo.
get into that.
cameo.
But of course, first, introductions are in order. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Where are my manners? I am your
don't
host,
have any.
Nerdy Temmz, and joining me this week is Emma,
Open up your eyes.
Catnick,
That was my line.
Tough.
Ember,
My favorite song was.
Doesn't have to be your favorite song. Just say something.
That was beautiful.
Actually, I think
Ant-Man.
over-
that
yeah.
was beautiful.
I think
That
"Open
was
Up My Eyes." I think "Open Up Your Eyes" was my favorite song as well.
and you can talk about it in the topic. Lightning Ferron.
I don't know why I'm still here.
Did you watch the movie?
And Phasor Shift.
Yeah, I did.
you need.
I think we know what Phasor's favorite song was.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in my head.
I
It is a
mean,
very
while we
good
do this,
song.
I'm
It's
probably gonna
catchy,
talk
yep.
The alcohol I got for my birthday.
So, My Little Pony has come a long way as a thing, basically. What started as what was supposed to be about a 1 to 3 season thing for the hub has evolved. Oh, by the way, targeted little girls, by the way, because at the time they released this for little girls and Transformers Prime for boys. Well, Transformers Prime is no longer around, ladies and gentlemen. I think we know who won. Can I get a high five?
No.
I mean, yeah, because a lot of grown men got really creepy and watched My Little Pony.
Yep, it's all because we were creepy little perverts. That this show is still going, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Yay! So it just goes to show you that porn runs the industry.
I kind of want to argue that it wasn't the porn, but okay.
But I mean,
Listen. Do you want to know why Overwatch is so big? It's because we cared so much about the characters that we drew shit ton of porn about them.
Hashtag Tracer. Hashtag never forget.
Hashtag Buttgate.
by the way, disclaimer: this show is not for children.
Yeah, I kind of meant to do that at the beginning, and once again, I forgot.
Yeah.
Again, this is why I'm here, to remind you all.
Yeah. Of course, if you were here, we wouldn't need to.
By Celestia's flank.
I mean, it's a catch-22. I remind you guys to do the thing.
Oh,
but
for
I'm also the
Celestia's
reason why you need
sake.
the thing.
But what I was going to say is the show's come a long way because not many kids' cartoons, especially these days, get the chance to say that they jumped from the small screen to the big screen so seamlessly, and it be considered part of the canon of the show that is running. 9 times out of 10, it's like some stupid little remake of said kid's cartoon or whatever. This really wasn't. This was a story in the world that we know. So, yeah, I mean, that is something.
Yeah.
You could argue, well, what about the Gen 1 My Little Pony movie? Well, fuck you.
I forgot that was.
I mean, that was Generation 1.
That was not only Gen 1, but that was also technically the season or the series premiere.
Oh, yeah, so that didn't count.
So it didn't count. This took them, 6 years to get this made. Wait, you said season 5.
Yeah. Prior to season 5, and the hiatus between 4 and 5 is when Megan McCarthy started working on the movie. Like, that's when initial devs started.
I would argue season 6 is when this movie takes place in the canon, but only because Trixie is present.
Well, yeah, no, I'm with you on season 6 or later for when the movie actually happens. I'm just saying, development-wise, the movie's been in the making since early season 5 when they were doing dev work on it and kind of laying out
probably why Starlight doesn't have a bigger showing in it.
Right. That's actually exactly why, is because they originally she was the one they debated. What?
Did you cut out, or did you just stop talking?
No, he's fine. Let him go.
I'm still going.
Go.
Supposedly, she was the one that was gonna push Twilight out of the way of the Obsidian Orb, but at the time of development, they didn't know how popular a character Starlight would be, so they opted to go for Derpy instead. I almost said Discord, but that was for different reasons. For anyone wondering why Discord didn't appear in this movie, apparently there were contract issues with John Delancey, where he was never actually contracted to do a movie for them.
And he was busy, so...
Yeah, he was busy.
He was in the show in spirit. And Balloon.
That may actually explain why he's never actually appeared in Equestria Girls, too.
Yeah, because those are technically movies as well, so he didn't have to be in them.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I mean, what about the mini animated series that they've been doing?
I mean,
he could still pop up.
He could show up, but if you've established him not being there for 4 almost full-length movies, like runtime on those is 60+.
He's the janitor.
Yeah, if you establish he's not there, and then all of a sudden he shows up, he's got to have a reason for showing up. I personally like the headcanon that there is one Discord who can pop between the universes, and he's just spending all his time tormenting Princess Celestia, not Principal Celestia.
I'm under the headcanon that the Discord of the Equestria Girls universe is the creepy janitor that lives in the school and is stalking Fluttershy.
He's a creepy janitor who doesn't actually exist.
Would you like to pop over to my place for tea?
It's a high school. There's always a creepy janitor.
No thank you, sir.
So before we jump into the actual meat of the movie itself, what do you guys think about the animation?
Oh my god. When I first saw the trailer, the teaser trailer, I was utterly disgusted.
I went in blind. I didn't see any like the promo material and stuff. As much as I can, I try and avoid that stuff for movies and go into them like, this is a movie I want to see. I'm going to go see it. I don't want to be spoiled on the details. So
I loved everything but the ears.
So the first minute when I'm like, oh, this is a different art style, that took some getting used to.
Yeah.
I liked it, actually.
Well, here's my thing: is when I first saw it, I was utterly disgusted, and it grew on me. It grew on me as the trailer started coming out and all that stuff. I kind of feel like, and this is the Oh
my
gosh! But
which I think you said was ad-libbed when you were doing the commentary?
Apparently, what happened was Tara Strong was coming up with a way for her to be calm herself before the recordings, because this is the first time she's ever really done a feature-length movie that she knew was getting a theatrical release.
Oh God, right, yeah.
She did the Powerpuff
Titans.
Yeah,
no, she did the Powerpuff Girls, but she thought that was going to be a Cartoon Network exclusive.
Everything she's done was intended for made for TV, if anything longer than a half hour. So it's
Or
not.
it was like a small voice cameo as something here or there. This was her first starring role in something. So apparently she
Yeah.
had this little mantra that she did, and they just loved it so much that they just kind of incorporated it into the character. So not so much an improv, so much as something she did that they were like, "Can you please do that?" And they just kind of animated around it. They also animated a lot around Michael Pena, Emily Blunt, and Taye Diggs. They let them do their own thing in the studio, and just whatever the fuck they did, they animated it in.
Oh yeah, Michael Pena's comedic gold is the best way to put it. I've seen him in a couple other things. I've seen him do parts for a couple other things. He's one of those. You just put him in front of a mic and let him go.
Yeah,
Like Robin Williams,
you're gonna end up
basically.
with, oh yeah, Robin Williams.
John Leguizamo,
I'm dropping on the name Miracle Max from Princess Bride.
Billy
Billy
Crystal.
That scene was entirely improv. Billy Crystal had no stage direction other than these are the three.
Him and Tracy Ullman both. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the plot points we need you to hit. Just say whatever, and people had to leave the room.
Yep.
Like Mandy Patinkin bruised a rib in that scene, trying not to laugh.
Was that the poison scene?
No.
No, that was the Miracle Girl.
Oh.
But as I was saying though, the animation, like when I first saw it, it kind of like I wasn't a fan.
Oh, I love that style of animation.
I liked it first time I saw it.
It grew on me.
That's what I'm saying. It grew on me.
Yeah, it grew on me too.
And at first I kind of felt, okay, it works for the new characters, but not so much for the ponies because they felt so damn out of place. And then it occurred to me, that's the point. That was kind of the point of the ponies are kind of in this new world. They're now in this Disney princess weird world that's outside of their own cutesy, everything's colorful and happy world.
They've stepped into not necessarily the real world, but they've stepped into another type of existence.
Right. And then that's when it occurred to me, okay, the animation actually works in that context. And I actually started to love it.
Did no one else have a with the ears?
It reminded me a lot of Captain Pudge Muffin's art.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cricket.
Anybody?
I feel like that.
Just kind of a bit more.
I feel like Pudge Muffin has more fur on his art, but on their art,
yeah, he's got more floof, but
you want to talk
it's
homages?
like the same sort of shape.
You want to talk homages to art? There's actually a scene in the desert where Spike passes out and he resembles Hot Diggity Demon.
Yeah, that was weird.
Right down to the stoned look in the eyes.
Right.
But anyway, speaking of them meeting new characters, that brings us to our next topic because we've got a shit ton of topics to get through. So this may end up being an hour and a half long special.
Hopefully we keep it to an hour, but
we'll try.
We'll go as long as we need to.
But let's talk about what the thing I think we're all wanting to talk about the most here. Let's be honest. Of all the topics here, I know you guys are wanting to talk about it. The new characters.
I love Kappa!
Can we just say that Emily Blunt?
Yeah, so does the internet, apparently.
Yes, there's lots of so happy.
There is more Capper porn than there is Tempest porn.
I seriously doubt that.
Nerdy, I need to introduce you to a couple websites when we're done. If you think there's more Capper porn than there is Tempest porn, I know where to find stuff.
I'm almost tempted.
That was
somebody find Nerdy's house and slap him for me.
My new favorite character is Tempest. I'm just gonna throw that out there. From the minute she stepped foot out of the ship, I was fucking in love.
I will second that.
Mainly because to me, she should have been the main villain of the whole thing. They could have cut Storm King out entirely and just made her the villain.
Right. Well, but there was a point to it.
But the guy has to be the villain. Males of evil.
She wouldn't have been able to turn against the villain if she was.
To jump the spoiler, the betrayal is a lot better than just reforming a villain. Like this is a unique point that they actually haven't shown yet. Every villain in the series so far really has been, you are the bad guy, we're going to defeat you. Not you are the bad guy's second in command, and we're gonna reform you.
And that is actually a unique point that I liked. Is she is, if you stop and think about it, Storm King's only in it for like 10 fucking seconds. Or not 10 seconds, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's got 10 minutes total runtime, and that's including the call.
Right.
Which is the best part.
So
I like the Storm King.
But this is like the first time. I honestly feel like this is the first time, not including Darth Vader. By the way, I'm throwing that out there right now, not including Darth Vader, that a villain, the main villain of the series, the movie, was technically the minion of the main villain.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a trope that happens a lot.
Yeah, that's
Is it?
fairly common.
I feel like this was like one of the first times that's happened outside of Darth Vader.
It happens a lot in other media. This is certainly the first time in Gen 4. I'm not as well versed on the other generations, so I can't say for sure in My Little Pony, but
Spike.
I mean, technically, the first MLP movie, the witches were more the nemesis than the smooths.
Right, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's like saying the Changeling army in the Canterlon invasion is, yeah, they're the minions, but you've got to have minions if you have an army. That's just part of it. The Smooths is kind of an army. It's just one giant army instead of a bunch of individual figures.
Hashtag Thorax did nothing wrong.
Yes.
Really?
I mean, I got to stick up for my fellow Changeling.
Yeah.
He's not even your
but-
fellow. You're not even colored yet.
I really like.
Oh,
I really like
Still
Songbird
black as
Serenade.
charcoal.
Of
that's
course.
racist.
Songbird Serenade was pretty fun.
Who is Songbird Serenade supposed to represent?
Sia.
She's Sia.
Yeah.
Sia. There it was.
Literally.
She
It
looks
voices
exactly
her.
like, I
Yeah,
want to
she is.
say,
I couldn't remember. I couldn't fucking
Look,
remember.
She is Sia down to a T, outside of the fact that Sia put on a fake American accent to play her. Which honestly didn't work because half the time she was slipping into her Aussie accent anyway.
Right.
You can hear the Aussie accent, so I mean, it's not really that fake.
I didn't like.
I mean, her
Sia
accent
Pony.
was more believable than that one scene in Star Wars.
You didn't. That did you shush? But what were you saying, Phasor?
I didn't like Sia Pony, Songbird Serenade. It just was so so out of place and random. Like the only
Yeah.
reason at all she was in the movie was to be a celebrity cameo and put her name up in the movie posters.
And because they had her do the main commercialized song of the whole movie.
Yeah, I guess, but it seems so shoehorned in. Like it could have been exactly the same movie.
You mean horseshoed in?
Yeah.
Boo.
It could have been exactly the same movie without a mention of Songbird Serenade at all.
Welcome to the world of children's entertainment.
I will not apologize for art.
So here's the real Sia on stream for reference.
Well,
I pulled that off of I think it was a 2006 or 2000. It was an album from a couple years ago, but that's like it's her hairstyle, it's her personality. That's her. Yes, she was an American accent, but that's because the movie is set in like the vocal side. You can't just have someone show up with an Australian accent and expect, oh, this is the popular.
They totally
vocal
have
sample.
though.
couple fun facts. One is
Because they could have
that-
made her a zebra.
Now that's
couple
racist.
that is racist. Couple
What?
fun facts.
What? How is
One,
that racist? Of course,
the-
freaking. I fucking hate you.
The
Okay.
photo shoot, the improv photo shoot that she did, that actually happened to Sia in real life once. And that was actually based on a real event in her life where she was in front of paparazzi and they just started randomly shooting pictures of her. So she just started posing. So they threw that into this. And also, her two guards are based on John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
Which I did not get until you said it during the airing earlier.
I got
today.
that
I
one.
literally can't
didn't
believe
get
it.
Till Phasor pointed it out to me.
Why else would
I
they wear
knew-
afros?
I know, I knew it was a reference, but I did not make the connection that, oh my god, that's what that is. Like it was
'Cause,
just
like,
oh, they're probably
Really?
referencing something.
I looked
and
at it
just
like, wow, that's
Let-
fucking
let
that's
Phasor-
John Travolta and fucking Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, if it's a lot easier to see in like the side view when they brush off the buttercream, and because you could see kind of the John Travolta pony, he's got a ponytail like kind of long hair and then half
Yeah.
of it pulled into a ponytail, like John Travolta does in that movie. And I noticed that, and then I saw Samuel L. Jackson's pony, and it's like, yeah, that's
Yeah, no, it's definitely him.
Okay, but
Handlebar mustache.
that said, though, we're not talking about the elephant in the elephant in the room here. The most over commercialized, over merchandised characters of this entire film.
Mm.
The
hippos?
pirates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pirates.
They have an exact total screen time of 12 minutes.
Including the end fight?
Including the end fight and including their song.
Oh, shit.
They're only in it for 12 minutes. Hell, the song itself is only like a minute and 50-something seconds long.
At least they made a bigger impact than Storm King, which is why we remember them better.
Right?
Although their song actually is like not breaking the fourth wall, but tapping the fourth wall, in that they're referencing the fact that it's now is not the time for a song. Up to this point, they haven't referenced that songs just happen. It's just like, okay,
They have.
Literally the first song to ever break out in the series, they did.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
you're
the
right.
escape room one.
Tell me she's not.
Yeah,
She is.
the giggle at the
She
ghost.
is, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So
And they call it
Everyone
out
forgets about
directly.
that.
Yeah, and
They
then
call it
they
out
make
directly
another
in
direct
the-
reference in the escape room one. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys would have made this if you didn't like break out in song.
It was a great
Yeah.
song and all,
Oh,
but
I think
Wow, I
you
completely
need to
forgot
turn
about
the
that.
key.
Yep.
yeah,
I get where you're
Guys.
going though.
that was the first time they acknowledged it. Well, someone besides the main six acknowledged.
Do you
Then
think
break it up.
Do you think Skystar got more screen time than
Skystar
yes.
definitely got more screen
Fucking
time.
Well, there was a full scene
Right?
and a song, and then like Skystar had a bit more time. Probably I didn't time it, but I'm
Bryan
saying probably
Cranston
15 to
got more
20.
time than the fucking pirates did, and we all know how heavily advertised he was in the Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah. But I was gonna say I actually kind of like Skystar. She's not my favorite new character.
Eh.
But I liked her mainly because Christian Chenoweth.
Oh yeah.
She sold.
I've had
that
enough of
character.
Christian Chenoweth.
I
don't know who
I
that
didn't
is.
even hear of her before this movie.
Yeah.
She was the original Glinda in Wicked.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
She was also she was also not the villain, but the other female in Enchanted.
You're gonna be popular.
The other love
Popular
interest
is
in
her.
Enchanted.
If you've ever heard
Yeah, I know.
Popular.
Enchanted is in the
Disney
Disney live action cross animation thing.
Yeah, she was the love interest that didn't end up marrying Prince, whatever the fuck his name is.
She was also
Prince Fagglefuck.
the
That's his name, Fagglefuck.
Which, by the way, for those who don't know, Emily Blunt was the voice of Tempest.
Best voice in the movie.
Yeah, she was
Till you
pretty
see Catherine, and then
she
you're
was
like,
pretty blunt with her performance.
Ha.
Get
I
off
did
the
that just for the pun.
stage.
But
I'm tempested to make a joke there, but
that's
That was
yeah,
bad.
reuse my joke from earlier, you jackass.
sorry to be blunt.
Ah!
All right, enough
All
of
right,
this.
does anyone have anything to add about the new characters?
I do.
that
Why
Cap-
have we not talked about Code Red?
Who?
Who the fuck is Code Red?
Didn't you read the credits? He got third listing in the credits.
That is a good question, though. Who the fuck is Code Red?
Thank you for asking, because I have
It's one of the
for you.
background ponies at one of the tables, I believe. I remember correctly.
No, it's not. So you know the crowd when like Songbird Serenade comes up and there's that pony on the left with the goatee? That's him.
Yeah.
That was
What?
him.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 best performance?
It's a motion
Make-A-Wish.
picture. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a motion picture, and he has a spoken line or something close to it, so that they credit him. And the Make-A-Wish together, it's like, oh, that's a credited thing. I heard about that after. It's like, okay, that's good. But yeah, just Code Red. You're like, what? How did I miss a character? Did I miss a scene?
Who?
I thought the bird that talked only in squawks was Code Red because he's the one that tips them off that Tempest is coming. I
No.
thought that's who Code Red was, but I guess I was wrong.
Wait, who
A
the fuck is
post-
Code Red?
It's a good guess.
No one fucking knows.
No, we were just talking about it.
Yeah,
Hang
no.
on.
Here, throwing a
Oh,
picture up
fuck.
There
for.
we go. That's what I was looking for.
It's it's the guy in the far left of shot with the
My
orange
God,
beard.
that creepy smile.
Okay.
He is looking at her with a look of "I'm gonna get me
There we
that
go.
pony."
He's he's a fanboy. He's seeing an idol and he's got front row shots. He's like, oh my
Talk
god,
about-
oh my god.
We talk about the one on
Never
the
mind.
far right. I think
Yeah,
it's
the one
creepier.
that's doing the dance thing. Like,
Yeah.
No. The far
No.
right is way
Left.
creepier. Like,
I like how the purple
she just-
pony is just kind of looking at it like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Watch her eyes get big at the end of the gif. She just nods her head down and her eyes just kind of get a little bit. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna look at exactly what. Yep, she's lying on the ground now. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's
Somebody animated that, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody animated that.
why is no one talking about the far right?
What, the
Look at
happy
that
girl?
face.
She's just happy.
So happy.
Okay, if we don't have anything actually productive to add to
This is totally productive.
we need to move on to the next topic.
we got songs.
Fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got what, 6 new songs? 6?
There's so many.
6 if you don't count see the ponies walking down the street. Got their
God.
hooves.
Pony's got the beat.
Pony's got the beat. And
Oh yeah.
if you listen during the scene where they're all where Kappa's lying there and they're all lounging around when they cut back to him right before the treachery. If you listen in the background, there's a radio playing. It's a string guitar version of "Girl from Ipanema."
Oh, that's what that credit was for.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
what are we
dun.
talking
Oh,
Just faintly in the background, "Girl from Ipanema." I saw it. I was like, wait. I had to go back and was like, where is this in the movie? There it is. It's just mood music basically.
Neat.
While they're lounging, so they're playing lounge music, and
Well, he's
they,
getting
they
it
went with "Girl from Ipanema"
well, he's secretly hitting on every fucking main 6 character.
because they're playing "Girl from Ipanema." So why not?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I don't know what this is referencing.
It's in the scene where Capper is talking to Rainbow Dash about Sonic Rain Booms. There's a song that's playing in the background, and that's what Alma's talking about. It's a song that goes, do it again, Alma.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun.
I don't recognize
It's-
it.
I
at all.
recognize the music, but I don't
It's-
know what it's from.
I want to say it's Creative Commons at this point. It's not. It's certainly not public domain, but it's been around long enough that it kind of falling that way. It's covers of it are used often for like elevator music and that kind of thing in movies and such because it's just it's a good background music that you've heard that song before, but it's not. It doesn't have lyrics. You don't have to worry about clearances. It's just we'll get somebody to do a cover of "Girl from Ipanema" and we'll use it there.
Right.
Ah.
But let's talk about the actual songs that people know about.
Yeah.
Sorry. I get your point. Great trivia, Amma. Here's an Amma snack.
I thought
full
it-
of random-
I
Ooh,
got upset when they did Ponies Got the Beat, but then I remember they also did the California Girls one, Orchestra Girls song.
Oh, I forgot about Pony's Got the Beat.
Magical.
Everybody
Because-
forgot about
Amazing.
Ponies Have Got the Beat. Apparently,
I
the
didn't.
soundtrack people forgot about Ponies Got the Beat.
Wait,
No,
they did?
I maintain that they only played enough of that. They only had enough of that song there that they didn't have to get full licensing rights to it. They only had to get
Exactly.
it's only credited as
I mean,
a parody.
it's
but if
technically
they
a parody, so they
but if
really
they
don't
put
have
it
to
on the
license
album,
do they?
But if they put it on the actual album, then there's a separate thing. If it's
Right.
only on the movie, that's a different story.
Yeah, I think it has to do with licensing why it's not on the soundtrack.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
yeah, you're right. It's parody, so
But-
they don't. It's easier to do that kind
It's
of thing. but-
credited for an original work.
But the songs,
Literally credited for it in the
The-
credits.
the songs we did get in the soundtrack, though, we got quite a few songs sung by our girls, and of course some sung by the special guest ponies. Although I'm actually kind of disappointed that Storm King never broke out into song.
I'm glad. Probably John Lynch, who probably can't sing.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
I played Sabretooth once in a movie.
Okay, so the songs we did get.
The staff of Sincania will help me rule the world.
The first song.
Day, night, day, night.
Dude, I love that part.
I mean, I guess he did get to sing a little bit because he does do the hup up or whatever the fuck he was singing.
Also, you actually pronounce the staff by its full name. That's so out of character for him.
Yeah.
I don't think once he pronounces that properly.
Also, you could argue that "Ba Ba Ba Boom Baby" was kind of sung melodically.
He totally had lightning shoot out of his dick when that happened. By the way, I'm not fucking joking.
No,
Go back and watch that.
No, we know. No.
When he does the ba da ba boom, he does the fucking.
He does a thrust, yeah.
Thrust, and lightning shoots out his fucking cock.
It's
Pelvic
honestly
sorcery.
surprising how much dick jokes are in this movie.
But anyway, the songs. My personal favorite was "Open Up Your Eyes," but mainly because not only is it a villain song, which I always love the villain songs, but it actually gave us some pretty fucking deep imagery for a My Little Pony movie.
Can I just say that entire scene with her backstory is also credited by its own thing. There's the spot in the credits called Tempest Backstory.
Neat. But that whole scene with the Ursa Minor, I think it is a minor. There's been a lot of debate whether it's an Ursa or a minor.
It might be a minor.
It's a minor
Sort of
because the coloring is a predicament of a minor.
And the
Right.
size. It is definitely not the.
Oh.
The major was purple, I believe.
Fun
Yeah.
fact: in the Gameloft version, of this storyline, Trixie finds out that Tempest took on an Ursa Minor, gets super fucking pissed off at her, and demands that she take her to fight it.
Wow.
Just in case it's the same one, so she can get revenge.
Yes.
Nice.
Like, that is an actual fucking storyline that they threw into the Gameloft game. And they
That
had...
has a story?
Yeah, it has a story now. They've actually been
I
giving it a
mean,
story.
they've had kind of several stories,
I
but they're
played a
like
little bit.
they're the mobile
time
game
ago.
stories. You know, they're like little bits of story between long periods of grinding.
Yeah, I remember there was
All I
a
know
couple
that
stories
is-
by the time I quit way back when it first came out.
Wait, there's actually stories in the mobile game now?
Yep.
There's
They
always
were
been.
saying
Stories. It's
that.
the first one. The whole thing was a story at first. They just
Yeah, it
had
was
many
just stuff.
stories.
I mean,
the story of the
there's-
story.
Go ahead,
There's a
Phasor.
difference between the premise of a game, like, oh, Paraspite's taken over, we got to clear the darkness, or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and an actual story where, like, Trixie wants Tempest to take her here because she's jealous or whatever.
No, it's between a bad story and a slightly less bad story. Because technically, a framing device is a story.
All right.
It's just a really shitty one.
Well, we're not talking about the game off game right now. Anyway,
Right.
You got to move on to the movie.
We're talking about the songs. Like I said, I really liked "Open Up Your Eyes." I also thoroughly enjoyed "Everything Is." Oh, fuck me.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool inside of the team.
Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome.
Sorry, which song was that?
It's time to be
Time to
awesome.
be
I'm
awesome.
sorry.
Have
Here it
you
is.
never seen Lego Movie, Ember?
No, I haven't.
Because you need to fix
I
that.
fucked up.
It's such a good movie. Business. Numbers.
I
Is
fucked
it
up.
working?
Is this
All right.
working?
Time to be awesome.
Yes.
I meant I thoroughly enjoyed "Open Up Your Eyes"
Yay.
and "Time to Be Awesome."
Yep. I didn't care so much for Time to Be Awesome. I couldn't tell you why.
I know all of the lyrics to that one and "Open Up Your Eyes." I've listened to them so many fucking times.
Open Up Your Eyes was cool. I liked, of course, The Friend You Need. I really like Capper. And I was
You
really
want to marry him, right?
By the way,
I
by
wanna
the way,
be-
by the way, fun little fact about the picture that Ashfire. Sorry.
Jeez, I haven't been
Ember-
Ashfire since years.
I know, I do it all the time.
Jeez.
But the picture that Ember has up right now on the stream, that is actually the first canonical time. Well, okay, now the picture changed,
I'll go back.
but it is actually the first canonical time in the
Canonical.
history of the series. Canonical, whatever.
Canigal.
I can't English, okay?
You
I-
said
Okay,
it
it's
right.
the first time what?
Okay. No, you said it. It's canonical. You said it right. Move on, please.
Yeah,
Bottom of
somebody
the
corrected me.
bottom of the
and
hoof?
then that is actually the first fuck it. That is actually the first time in the series that the pony's hooves have been the actual shape of a horse's hoof.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like the first time that it's shown the bottom of the hoof, and I'm like, no, but
No,
being
no,
the
no,
shape
no.
of a hoof, yeah, that.
And they
Yeah,
do
I don't
that
know about
several times after, by the way, because there's a shot of Pinky where her hooves are showing after she lands onto Twilight.
But
or
is
onto
that-
Fluttershy?
Is that just the movie style, or is that?
That is the movie style, but I still think it's kind of cool that they actually took the time to animate in the little indention
Yeah.
instead of just giving it the
frog.
generic round shape.
Right. Yeah, the frog.
Yeah. But and also fun little trivia during Capper's song, the picture that Ember has, I guess now, that little dance they're doing is called the Philly Trot or the Show Pony Trot.
God damn it!
And that is kind of a dark implication to be throwing into a movie.
That they're being
Is-
led around.
No,
what
They're
that
about to be
is.
sold into slavery.
it
Oh.
it's
Oh,
they do it. They
indeed.
do it when the pony is broken. Like when
Yeah.
they've broken the pony and now they're leading it around to find a buyer for it.
I don't know what
They're-
you're talking about. That's
they are
actually
slaves.
clever. It's clever as fuck.
It's
Yeah.
clever, but it's very dark for this movie.
I mean, it could just be like a
You
show
forget
like
that
Equestrian.
didn't they have fucking racism at one point and like depression and the 5 stages of grief?
True. They have. I mean, they've tackled subjects before, but this
They
is
also
fucking
had literal crime.
Didn't they also have fucking genocide at one point?
true. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Didn't they almost completely kill off all the changelings?
They also
no,
had death.
Wait, what?
What the fuck
People
did they?
died.
There was something they had a mass
No, but
genocide.
Starlight committed genocide against like
Oh, yeah.
everybody. So
That's true.
Wait, what?
That is true. I forgot.
Wait,
ponies
Wait,
just not
what?
existing isn't the same thing as genocide. It's just they cease to exist because magic. That's a little different.
I mean,
I-
people cease to exist when they got gassed.
It's
We
the
still call
idea
that
that
genocide.
counts?
Anyway,
feel
Anyway,
like we've
movie
gotten off topic
racism
here.
towards actual horse-related things as opposed to just generic racism.
that is kind of something else I noticed with
go ahead.
like moving out of Equestria. It brought in a whole nother I don't know how to describe it. Anthropomorphic creatures like
Oh yeah, yeah.
the fish people. They walk on 2 legs. Capper, the pirate birds, they walk on 2 legs. I wasn't sure, like the pirates, were they the hippogriffs? No,
No.
obviously.
No, hippogriffs were
that's what
the.
I know what they were. I was just thinking, like initially, are they how they're representing the hippogriffs? But are they just eagles that essentially eagles or parrots? It looks
Well,
like more?
the hippogriffs. They've done that before with the griffins. Like
Yeah, I
that's
was really
still
confused.
that's still manipulative claws on the front 2 legs of a 4-legged creature, whereas Capper and the other denizens of the town and the parrot pirate crew, they're actual bipedal beings, which
Yeah.
They're based on.
I want to say
harpies, by
they've
the way.
never done for a non-villain. I'm gonna say because they've done
Whoa.
upright anthropomorph like villain type characters. They've done that, but this is the first time where you have a bunch of other creatures that are also now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it doesn't.
I think
go.
it could be argued that they're like this because they're not in the Equestria world anymore. Because
Maybe.
I think they've passed the Equestria boundary and are now in this whole nother world to them.
Yeah, that's the giant
Can I
desert.
ask a question about type of animal? What the heck are the Storm
Okay.
King minions supposed to be?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
They're monkeys.
Minions.
With Capper and like say Opalescence Rarity's cat, that's kind of
Eh.
like a Goofy
Ooh.
and Pluto argument.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
hadn't thought about that. That
I
does
feel
make
like
sense though.
we're not talking about songs.
Yeah. Were there any songs we missed?
I'm kidding, guys. Continue your conversation.
We got this, friend.
Little something thingy with
One
we
small
could actually
Small
make
thing.
the anthropomorphic thing for open discussion. Thinking about it.
Okay.
But going down the list, Amma, what was your favorite song?
Oh yeah. Way to put me on the
I
spot
l-
there.
Yeah, right.
I love that one too.
Simple and easy.
I'm gonna go with "Open Up Your Eyes" just because villain songs are fun.
Right. Catnick.
Open up your eyes because Emily killed it.
Yes. Okay.
That's it.
Ember.
I've been thinking about it, and I think "Time to Be Awesome." I just love also the animation in that. Like they did a particularly good job, but the song itself pretty good too. So
Okay. Lightning. You don't get an opinion. So Phasor.
What? Fuck you.
I think
Lightning.
Yeah.
What song?
Mine was the first one. We got not the pony one. We got this because it
We
made
got
me
the
feel.
beat.
No, not we got the beat. The one was we got this. Got me all giddy inside for the movie, and I really liked it.
This
It's
is
a-
why you don't get an opinion. It's wrong.
Oh.
You know what? I also think we should kill all the Jews, but when have I been proven
Hey,
wrong
now.
on that?
Whoa! Hey! This may be an NSFU thing, but we're not killing anybody.
not safe for the
Yeah.
universe.
Listen,
No,
as your
don't hit
sworn
them too loud.
ally, I will blow you all up.
Okay, Phasor. Your favorite song before this goes somewhere we really don't want it to.
it hasn't already.
This is why you don't get an opinion.
No, I liked "The Friend You Need." I like Capper's song. The whole kind of.
Okay.
I can't tell you what genre it is, but I like it.
It actually kind of reminded me of Dr. Felicier's song from Princess and the Frog.
Maybe, maybe. You know what else it reminded me of? Wah, wah, wah,
Yeah.
Never had a friend like me.
A lot of the songs in this were very Disney
I
Disney
mean-
feel to them.
I don't know how much of this was
Surely.
Daniel Ingram, but Daniel Ingram always does that, where he's got songs that are kind of inspired by other music.
Well, just I'm looking at the IMDb page right now, and all of the songs say music by Daniel Ingram, with the exception of Rainbow. So
That makes
yeah, no, I
sense.
could totally
Yeah.
see him throwing as
Actually,
much
I mean,
reference in as he
technically-
wants.
Technically, putting out the beat isn't done by him either.
Yeah.
We're talking about the
Okay.
six. We're not talking
So-
about that or girl.
So those are our favorite songs. Let's go ahead and move on.
I noticed nobody talked about the song with the sea ponies.
That's because
Okay.
it
Oh,
That
sucks.
wasn't
that
brought up
song.
at all.
Okay,
one
actually,
small
I think it
thing.
would have been Hazel's favorite if she was here.
I do want to point out that song actually pisses me off more than you would think.
Why is that?
One, okay, the entire thing is actually a parody of a Wicked song.
I mean, you have Kristen Chenoweth. Why not?
Yes, yes, and I get that. But
What
that's
Wicked
the
song?
other part that pisses me off is you
One Shot
have
Man?
Christian Chenoweth, and yet Pinky is the one that sings 90% of the song.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That is what pissed me off the most. Is that
Oh yeah,
Pinky is the-
having Kristen Chenoweth and not having her sing the full song, it's very much a wasted opportunity.
Yeah. So that is why that is actually my least favorite song on the soundtrack because of that. That is just absolutely just to me an insult to Christian Chenoweth. Even though I get it, she did this for I think for free. I think she donated any money she got for it because she is a huge My Little Pony fan. And she really wanted on the show. In fact, she even got to create her character. She got to pick the main color, the name, just everything. And she finally got a character on the show. And for her to not be the main singer of the song she's part of just kind of irked me.
That would
Seriously,
hurt
that
me too.
she didn't get paid for it.
Well, again, I think she donated it to charity. That's just what she does. She's actually a very nice lady in real life. Like she does just not give a fuck about money. She gives it to charities, children, what have you. Yeah.
Not the children.
I mean, we should all just dropkick the children, because fuck.
What are the children gonna do? They're just gonna buy candy, get their teeth ruined.
But yeah, that's
This is
why
we should
that's
just
why
dropkick them down a
that's why I
cliff.
didn't like that song. So let's go ahead and move on.
Yep.
To another thing that I kind of didn't like about this movie. This is actually going to be kind of a dual topic. I'm combining these two into one. First of all, before anyone asks, I'm dropping a certain topic that came after the songs because we all know who's going to win that fight.
Yeah, we saw.
But the topic and the next topic is damn it Pinky, damn it Rainbow, and everyone else's contributions, quotation marks, to the journey. Oh God, Pinkie Pie, you.
Does Fluttershy really need to be anything more than adorable?
She does contribute actually quite a lot more than any other pony in the journey. In fact, you
Yay.
could almost argue that Pinkie was the second in line protagonist for the film. Primarily because of all the main 6, her and Twilight get the most screen time. But she spends more time getting herself nearly killed.
Yeah.
Getting herself in trouble, and just everything else Pinkie could possibly do. Dear God, she
Pinkie,
smiles 90% of the time, even when they're in mortal fucking danger.
She loves some adventure, man.
Can I just make the point that this is kind of an unfair comparison because out of all of them, she's the most outgoing and therefore would speak the most?
Yeah, no, and I get that. That's like the scene where she immediately ran into the town and was like, "Can I have your attention, please?" That was so in character for Pinkie. That was something I could see her doing.
Also a chronic liar.
Can I have the picture of your sister?
Yeah.
How about this poem I never used? She says, holding a cone that has pink hair in it.
Yes. I don't know. Like I said, she's smiling at the face of danger. Like when they're falling to their death, she just goes,
No, wait, no. That was I did like that bit where they did the transit because doing a transition like that is hard. Where it's okay, you're gonna have the character screaming, and then you're gonna have the character screaming for joy, and you've got to make that a seamless transition. That can be
no, that animation was beautiful.
I love that. I mean, they used it in all the previews, but that was hilarious. Where first she was scared, then she was like, "Holy crap, this is awesome!"
Because if anyone was gonna find a roller coaster exciting. To put it simply, if anyone's going to find a roller coaster exciting, it's going to be Pinkie.
I've never been so excited.
Right.
But the cannon scene also, Ember went silent.
That's
sadly.
what
the cannon scene also great idea, Pinkie, but maybe you should have run it by your friends first.
I have an idea, and you're just going to have to trust me.
Yeah,
and I've only got one crash helmet.
They're climbing into the barrel of the cannon. Don't worry, trust me. I have an idea, and they couldn't figure it out. I mean, come on,
Pinkie. Why do you only have one crash helmet?
So during the scene where she's like,
don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, she loses the crash helmet mid-flight. By the way.
Can I just say that the scene where actually, she gets the idea?
I was gonna say that's actually
she brings the Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's actually a little bit of animation that they added. Again, a blink and you'll miss it moment. You can actually see her tossing the helmet off midair.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay close enough attention just before they land, you can actually see her tossing the helmet aside.
Go ahead, Kat.
Because fucking Pinkie.
Nerdy, shut up. Go ahead, Kat.
In the scene where she gets the idea and she just slowly pulls the helmet from off screen, you can see Capper looking up right above where she would be getting the helmet with just the widest stare.
Yep.
I did not know.
Where the hell?
Wait, why is there a helmet there now? It wasn't there before, but now there's a helmet there, and now this pink pony monstrosity is reaching for it. Where did it come from and what's going on?
Oh, that's just Pinkie Pie.
Has anybody tried to figure that out? No, Twilight tried and she almost died.
Yeah. His helmet stashed all over a question in case of helmet emergency.
This is kind of like this is kind of on topic with the contributions. Can we talk about Spike flamethrowing?
Well, I was gonna say I actually kind of wanted a scene where Capper questions Pinkie Pie and her abilities.
Oh, that would have been great.
It off as, that's just Pinkie Pie. No, that is not an explanation. You tell me what is going on with this pink pony.
You just have Twilight come in and be like, "Yeah, no, I tried. It doesn't work."
The problem is that scene only works after Twilight's been captured, and Twilight's not there to go, "Trust me, I've tried. No, don't go there." Like that's how that scene needs to work. But Twilight's already gone.
Oh, they could have just said, "Yeah, no, Twilight tried."
But anyway, back to what Kat just said. Spike being used as a flamethrower. Oh my fucking god!
Twice. He was used as a blowtorch twice. Once to save them from the peril of the fall,
fill the
and then
hole.
once to do the overhead shot of like. I'm trying to remember what game that would have been, but I'm imagining. GTA.
Yeah.
Original GTA and GTA
By the
2.
way, you totally
top
see
down and the flamethrower, and then the people all running around in circles. That's straight out of GTA.
Yep. Oh, by the way, you if you watch
Huh.
close enough, you actually see one of the minions fall down and accept death.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Wouldn't they just
No,
get
no,
sent
no,
special, though?
not death. Just the eternal darkness. We're not allowed to say death. It's a kids' movie.
No, Stormkeep definitely died.
Fuck that. Disney had death. Gaston
No minions were
died
harmed in the making
in a
of this
Disney
film.
movie.
Except the 25 minions that were harmed in the making of this film.
So
they
we
don't
can
count.
add, so on top of genocide, we can add homicide.
Rainbow
Um,
Dash in that. Jeez.
The pony's a mass murderer.
Because
Uh,
bringing back World War One fun is just part of the fun.
Okay, real quick. The other thing I wanted to point out was I wanted to slap the ever-loving shit out of Rainbow Dash.
Oh
same.
god.
Oh my gosh, you're so fucking annoying.
Stupid bitch! You're trying to hide. So the first thing you think to do is do a rain boom in the middle of the fucking air. I'm sorry.
It was a
You gotta
beautiful
hide
rain
it.
boom.
Do it.
It was a very beautiful rain boom.
Oh, it was
Very
Not
I
gonna
mean-
fucking lie.
Twilight's
Yeah.
also stupid with trying to steal stuff.
yeah.
Well,
But
no,
that's explainable.
Twilight's not without fault here. It's just Rainbow Dash really should have thought that through. And I get it,
That
Rainbow Dash
excited.
doesn't think.
Yeah. She was caught up in the song. It's time to be awesome. That's not a time to hide.
It's yeah. I mean, it's either be awesome or be a background pony like Fluttershy, Rarity, and Applejack.
I mean, if
Literally
anyone
the only
is...
and that's going to be my next point. We're going to speed through this real quick. My next point was at least Rainbow Dash and Pinky did something, because Pinky and Rainbow Dash did help befriend the pirates and the
Call upon the sea ponies.
sea ponies. Yeah, I
Hippogriff.
mean they all helped with the sea ponies, but it was mostly Pinky.
Mhm.
I mean,
But other than sewing up Capper's jacket, which by the way, Rainbow Dash was already in the process of friending him anyway.
No,
generosity. Remember, you gotta
no,
remember. I'm the element of generosity.
I'm gonna stop you on that one. Capper is a very materialistic character. He very much was. This is the I can make a profit off of this. Rarity being generous and expecting nothing in return. That was the light switch, because you can see him go, "Oh, you just giving this to me and not
And-
Yeah,
expecting
that was...
And
that
later,
was-
when Tempest asks him where they went, he looks at his jacket, thinking of what
Yeah.
Rarity
right."
did,
It is,
and then he lies
Rarity
to
is
her.
the savior there.
But
Yeah.
okay, then
But it was
that
just
said,
kind of a
that
small
said-
throwaway thing.
That said,
wasn't essential.
other than that though, she does spend the rest of the journey just kind of bitching, moaning, screaming, and being Rarity.
Yeah, but that's Rarity. That's what you expect out of Rarity.
She literally lays down and says, "You know what? Fuck it. I accept slavery."
Also,
What does Applejack do?
Fucking nothing.
She
Also,
uses her magic
Applejack's
Benson.
That is my fucking that is actually the
Oh,
point
no,
of
we're-
this.
She does
not
get a bunch of the pirate
background
shit.
pony.
We're
Here's-
not going into the hat. I do not want to hear nerdy rant about the hat again.
Okay.
No.
I will not rant about the hat until the very end.
Okay.
Basically, Fluttershy and Applejack do fucking nothing, and that actually makes me sad because, and hear me out on this. Would Fluttershy not have been the better choice to be befriending both the sea ponies and Capper because of her way with animals?
They're all
they aren't-
animals.
I mean, they're
No,
not
because
critters.
then you're
they
No,
aren't
then
any
you're-
more animals
they're-
than the ponies are.
They-
They aren't-
there's a difference between
critters.
critters and animals in this universe.
Right, but I'm just saying Fluttershy being kind to the queen and just nice and actually talking to her about it. And on
Right.
top of that, just her talking to Capper could have helped. I don't know. It just felt like they had opportunity for her to contribute.
No,
and it was
I-
more or less
I disagree, because the personalities of Capper and the Queen of the Sea Ponies,
And
Novo.
Skylark or whatever her name was.
Not-
Novo.
Skystar was the princess, Queen Novo.
Queen Novo.
and then there's
They they're so assertive and talkative or whatever. They wouldn't respond very well to excuse me, would you please
Well,
help
I mean,
us?
Fluttershy has been shown to be assertive.
Give him the stare.
Yeah, she can be, but
Give me that
Yeah,
damn
but it's
stone,
not
would you?
what was best for the situation. Because
You
I
will
mean,
give us the gemstone or die.
Fluttershy
Fluttershy, what the hell?
is
Honestly,
just Kylo
stay
Ren.
out of my
She
shed.
has the Force.
She was there to be
Hey,
adorable,
hey,
and
hey.
she succeeded in spades.
And then there's Applejack, who quite literally laid down to accept death while they were on the boat.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think she was accepting death. I think she was just.
so to be fair, Applejack did get them onto the boat.
Yeah, actually, that was
And-
Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, it was Rainbow Dash.
No, Applejack.
Rainbow Dash flew over, grabbed the rope, and pulled it tight.
Oh,
That was-
that's fair.
that was-
Okay, that's fair too. And then Fluttershy took down one of the enemies in the last fight by talking to them.
Yes, that's
One.
One of them. That is her
And
accomplishment.
it had to be. That actually was my favorite tactic used, because I don't actually remember a single time in any Disney movie. And then, granted, I know this isn't a Disney movie, but still, any animated cartoon like that where they actually took the time to actually talk to one of the bad guys.
So
You seem upset. You want to talk about it?
Oh yeah.
So Fluttershy got one enemy under her belt, and Applejack
Yeah.
provided the rope.
Oh, and then there was Pinkie Pie's thing. Oh, that was great.
The murderous
With the
surprise.
Her
Well,
faces.
first-
Oh my god, her
Oh,
faces.
God, yeah. But first, when she popped out of the present, that was great. And then the cupcake splatter on the wall was very much a blood splatter.
Oh yeah, and her laughing maniacally made it all the worse.
Yeah.
Pinkie Pie in general in this episode had a lot of dark moments, like where she lays down to die in the desert, where she has
Hey, I met him
a
in
moment
the
with the
desert.
skull, a moment with the skull, which they did a throwback to.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, that was their contributions in the journey. And honestly, I feel like Fluttershy or Applejack could have been the one that took the bomb. I feel like they could have made it one of them that took the Acidium bomb instead of Derpy. Primarily because not only would it raise the stakes even higher that one of her best friends is in trouble.
The thing is, though, you can't get rid of one of the main six for the movie.
Actually,
Sure, they
you
didn't
could
do
have.
anything, but it's very important that they were there, that they were all together for this adventure.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could actually argue that the audience would not have seen it coming that one of the main six is technically dead. Well, not dead, but you know what I mean. Petrificated.
Petrified.
Thank you.
Petrificated.
Petrification.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to do that, I mean, what would be more interesting would if they did like a slash film idea where they just slowly picked off the main six, friend by friend.
That would have been fun.
But like I said, like if you think about it, it would have actually had a much bigger impact if it had been Applejack, Fluttershy, or Rarity that got hit.
No, I disagree. Because they already had the princesses getting petrified, and they were pretty important people.
Right.
You know that.
Now I do
Can we
get. I
mention
know
Luna
why.
almost died?
I know why it was Derpy that got hit, and it was actually supposed to be that the fans were like, "Oh no, you fucking did. They hit Derpy. You guys gotta end this." Because we all know that you don't fuck with Derpy.
Are
And
we
it
not
was
going to
actually
mention that
like-
Luna almost died?
Yeah, Luna did almost die. Thank God Twilight saved her. But honestly, at the same time, I don't feel like Tempest would have allowed her to shatter.
Yeah, and in the magic.
So I feel like Luna would have been okay either way, because I think if you look, you see some minions running to catch her. I don't really remember.
Also,
Yeah,
didn't
but
she
no-
crash through the ceiling of that building without breaking? So
The tent. It was.
Yeah,
it
but
was
if
a
she'd have
tent?
hit the
Okay.
floor,
cloth.
if she'd have hit the floor, she'd have died. She'd have been a dead Luna. But all right, so that's the tribute thing. We need, or the contributions thing. We need to move on. We already talked about the anthropomorphification thing. I feel like it was a just a kind of a, what do you call it? I think it was just they were in a different world, and that's the best way you could describe it.
That
So,
works.
Which, by the
We're
way,
out of
the the pirates were harpies.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe.
Makes sense.
So we're pretty much out of time.
No.
So I think unless anybody has any other things they want to bring
Right.
up from the movie, let's go ahead and finish up with our closing thoughts.
Right. Let me go ahead. This is the part of the Go ahead, Phasor. Sorry.
I'll say I kind of do want to bring up the whole Storm King being a useless character. He was shown as the driving force behind Tempest, which worked
Right.
in the long run with the betrayal and stuff. But I have to say, I loved the Storm King's character. Just how
Yeah, he
how
was a fun-
silly he was, but at the same time, he was silly, but he had power and he knew it. And so I was like, yeah, whatever.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, day, night,
Daytime,
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
daytime.
From my
That's
understanding,
all
they
I can
cover
think of.
They cover that more in the comics.
Yeah, they do cover it more in the comics.
Also,
Unfortunately,
wasn't he the only one who actually died in the entire
yeah,
series?
he was no, not in the entire series. King Sombra's dead. People tend to
Oh, yeah.
forget Sombra's
Yeah.
dead.
People
Sombra.
tend to forget Sombra was anything.
Yeah, they
They just tend to forget Sombra.
Pistos.
No, it's actually funny though. In an interview with the movie about the movie, somebody pointed out they said that the Storm King is actually the first confirmed death in My Little Pony, and someone said, "What about Sombra?" It's like, oh yeah. So even the writers fucking forgot about Sombra.
I mean, to be
So
fair,
I
the
will
only thing that
say-
showed us Sombra was the broken horn.
Although I would argue if they put him back together with super glue and stuff, and then did the
No.
magic, he could probably be alive.
He did.
But they're not going to do that.
Nah.
He did.
He is dead. His skull
I
fucking
like the bit
shattered.
during the credits or before the credits when his minions are trying to stack him back up together, and it's all
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
And his eyes also move, and I actually wanted to bring that up. So the people
no,
who made the ending credits were not actually part of THQ or whatever it's called staff.
right.
DHX.
They were DHX, yeah. They were actually contracted, and initially when they put that in, they did not have the moving eyes. That was changed by Hasbro.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a different version that they were given for the Storm King. But anyway, now comes the time of the episode where I point at a random pony and they give a brief. I'm gonna limit it down to, let's say, 1 minute, Ember.
Oh,
Could that work? Limit it down to 1 minute final thoughts of the film.
okay, sure, go for it.
All right, Emma, go.
Ponies are awesome.
Everything
good.
is awesome.
Good.
Kept it under a minute. Good.
No, I think it was great. I can't wait to see how they develop, like if they develop these characters into the series itself, if they decide to leave them out and kind of keep it as a separate thing. Who knows? I'm interested to see where this goes.
Phasor, your turn. Go.
I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, as far as movies go, it's okay. It's not great. It has flaws. But with ponies and just as an enjoyable thing, it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. It was fun. It's got fun music and fun story and stuff like that. We got a lot of interesting new characters, and yeah, it's a thing. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, I have
Ember.
one more thing to say before you wrap up, but that's
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Ember, go.
I didn't like the movie itself so much, but I did really love the animation. So I'm really hoping that they do release another movie before the end of this generation.
My Little Pony 2 is in production now.
There you go.
It's
Wish
in the
granted.
writing process. It's in the writing process, and supposedly it's going to center more on Starlight.
Hopefully it'll keep with this animation style.
Yay!
I did really come to
So-
like it.
Catnick, go.
I enjoyed it as it was. I wanted an MLP movie, and it got what I wished for. And also, why did we not talk about Tempest's true name? Seriously,
Oh, is it
that reminds me
Sparkleberry
of something.
Twist?
Because we
Fizzle
ran out of
Popberry
time, mostly.
Twist. The most magical, beautiful name I've ever heard.
Okay, what's up, Phasor?
The fireworks display that Fizzle Pop Berry Twist uses at the end of the movie is the
Oh.
same spell that she uses to destroy the pirate ship.
She
if you
did.
notice,
I did notice that the second run. Actually,
Yeah,
that was the
second
fourth
watch
run.
through.
I am actually greatly disappointed in that fireworks display for one reason and one reason only.
No Trixie.
I feel like there needed to be at least a 30-second, like, just quick little thing of Trixie showing absolute jealousy that the fireworks are better than hers.
It didn't have to be anything big. Just like off to the side, have her going with little hooves crossed.
No, like have like Starlight being like super happy about them, but then Trixie just looking at him with like a humph.
Yeah.
That's all it needed. That's all I needed in my life, and because of that, this movie gets a 3 out of 10.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Lightning, your thoughts. I'm not going to interrupt you. Lightning, your thoughts.
She's dead, Jim.
Did we lose Lightning?
Lightning? When was the last time she
I guess-
spoke?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
It wasn't that long ago.
Who's
Well,
Lightning again?
I was going to do my usual gag of cutting her off, but I guess she kind of cut herself off.
That's actually what I was going to bring up. What I said I was going to bring up.
So
We have not kicked Lightning at all this episode from the room.
should we do a... There we go. Yay!
It
The
is
cycle's
done.
complete.
It is done.
She's going to wonder what the fuck happened.
She'll just wake up and know fire.
Just hanging out in the Who's Bar chat.
And anyway, my final thoughts on the film. I almost agree with Ember to a point. I did not like the movie as a whole. And the reason being is because it felt like, one, there's something I really hate when movies do, and that is the whole, look, check out this character, they're super important. Oh, no, wait, check out this character, they're super important. And the characters do so little for the movie that it doesn't really matter. One movie that did that in particular that pissed me off was Warcraft. Thankfully, towards the end, Warcraft worked out because all those characters actually did become an importance to the story. But this one, it honestly just felt like they were just they hired all these voice actors and were like,
that was the main reason all these characters were in it was just so they can have the voice actors on the credits,
right?
To get draw.
And that irks the shit out of me.
Well, you
because
know why they did that, right?
I feel like this could have been a pirate adventure. Like they could have had an adventure with Solano and her crew, but no, we didn't get that. It could have been a desert adventure where we had an adventure with Capper, trying to get them to safety, or to him helping them get to the Queen of the Hippogriffs. But no, he is in and out, and that really irked the crap out of me. And I already expressed earlier my how pissed off I was over Christian Chenoweth pretty much getting the shaft. Chenoweth, whatever.
Sorry,
thank you.
It's been bugging me.
pretty much getting the shaft when it comes to a song. But on a whole, the movie was what it was. It was a pony adventure, and it was enjoyable. I don't hate it, but I can't in good conscience give it a Trixie out of 10. Primarily because of the issues that I just mentioned. I did love the ending, though. The reveal that her name was actually Fizzle Pop Berry Twist. That was probably
name ever.
That right there to me was probably the single best ending I've seen in an animated movie this year.
You can't have an edgelord without changing their name.
True.
It makes me wonder what her cutie mark is.
It is probably a firework.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's probably fireworks.
Yeah.
Which would make Trixie drool. Hashtag Trixie X Tempest. I totally ship it. All right, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight. I'm kidding. This is not going to kill my OTP of Strixie. Strixie.
All right.
I don't know how to say it. But that's all the time we actually have for this episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you as well, Hasbro's tragic backstory, Edgelord McGee.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Hasbro, for the many years of awesomeness that you've given us, and here's to many more. Hopefully to at least a 10th season before they drop us for something new.
Yeah.
I mean, they have already gone 6 seasons in a movie, so they beat Community.
Right. Well, actually, if you think about it, 6 seasons and 5 movies.
And a comic book
I'm
series.
not counting those.
Equestria Girls counts.
Equestria Girls is
It's a
good.
different
I
series.
enjoy it.
I would count it as a different show, as a different
It's-
series.
We haven't
It's-
covered it on Nerds Talking after all.
Sunset
fair
Shimmer.
enough.
Sunset
Equestria
Shimmer will
Girls-
return.
Equestria Girls is to MLP what like
Sunset Shimmer
Agents
did
of
return
Shield is to Marvel.
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah,
It's a
that's true.
side story that's not sort of canonical, but also is in the same universe.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Sunset Shimmer will return. Sunset Shimmer has returned twice. Once in this movie.
I
Granted,
still missed that.
Granted, it's a
Yeah.
small little blink and you'll miss it. She's on a bridge, blah blah blah. They fly by her and it's so fucking quick. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
are you
Cool.
talking about like the openings, not the first
Yeah.
opening
Yeah,
song, but the
she's
first
there.
song?
She's just walking around.
Okay, but we gotta finish up. So
But anyway, so that's actually all the time we have for today. I just wanted to, again, thank you Hasbro for all the memories, everything, and we really love you for actually giving us a movie. Thank you so much. But all right, guys, it is Christmas season, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of our fans out there and loyal listeners.
Happy
Thank-
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah,
Happy
Happy
Kwanzaa for
Kwanzaa.
you crazy people.
and for
Crispy
those of you
Hanukkah.
For those of you that don't really celebrate any of those, happy Crispy Hanukkah Kwanzaa.
there you go.
Festivus for the rest of us.
That's me.
Festivus for the rest of us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will return mid-January. We're going to take a couple weeks off. I want to say till at least, I don't have a calendar open.
I don't have one open either. But that's
I want to say till at least the let's say the 13th. We're taking off.
keep an eye on that show announcements channel because
Right.
when we decide that we are definitely coming back, it will be posted there.
We will be back with another episode of season 7 next time here on Nerds Talking. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Bye-bye.